Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Is it?
Yes, thank you, son.
Let's just call it some.
Hopefully I'll be done in a minute, okay? How did you do in the reading?
Well, I did better after I watched all the videos.
Oh, good.
And I talked to the professor, or not the professor, the tutor.
Uh-huh.
But the one thing I really am having a hard time with is S times Y times X, which is
Uh-huh.
the 16, which is, what is that?
That was Mondays.
Compute the sample covariance.
Right.
So they have you do that in the homework too.
Uh-huh.
So the problem is that when you use the numbers that are in SPSS,
Uh-huh.
and you use your calculator, you don't get the right answers.
Uh-huh.
They're off. And I contacted the tutor, and she's like, "Well, that's because you." She goes, "I'm doing the same thing, and I'm getting the wrong answer." So I'll contact the professor. So she contacted the professor, and the professor said, "Well, I'm computing them in Excel." And I said, "Well, I don't know how to compute them in Excel because nothing I read or watched showed me how to do it.
Right.
That answer, other than on how to do it." So, and I think that it's highly unfair that we're going to get those answers wrong if we don't know how to do them in Excel when he never even showed us how.
Right.
So she said she would talk to the professor about it too, because I said we need to know how to do them in SPSS, because if we're doing everything else in SPSS and we can't do it in SPSS, it's kind of pointless.
Yes, I agree.
Because I don't want to have to learn two different programs. And I don't mind doing those other ones because they're kind of simple. But when I have to
Right.
copy and paste all my answers, and that's what she was saying, that I had to copy and paste all the information from SPSS file to that file, I didn't know how to open them. She didn't know how to tell me how to open them. Then,
Hey, Lupita.
Hey, what happened?
hey, what's wrong?
Oh no, what you were talking about.
She was
Oh,
talking
I was
about her
like,
homework.
yeah, I was talking about
oh,
how I don't know how to do S times X times Y and get the right answers, because
did
I don't know
you
how to do it.
watch the video?
Yeah, I watched all the videos and everything.
Because I think that's where they teach you how to do that. I was watching that before I joined the meeting because I was confused too. I was like, it doesn't really say
Yeah,
in the instructions until I watched the video.
I
But
watched
I don't know.
I watched all the videos, I watched all the helps, and then I contacted the tutor. So I
Yeah,
didn't.
but I don't know if I did it right either because I just put like the X and I did it only like the 87 one for the practice. I put it like underneath the head length.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to that like analyze thing.
Oh yeah, that's not the same thing. That's the other thing, and I learned how to do that because I was confused about that too. So I'll show you how to do that. I had to ask her how to do it too. Actually, no, I watched the video to learn how to do that. But it's the S times X times Y, because he's saying you have to do it in Excel, the professor. But I don't know how to use it in
Oh, he
Excel.
did?
Yes, to get the right answer. So I said, I told her to go back to the professor and say, listen, there's nothing in the lesson that shows us how to do it in Excel. There's no lesson on it. So, because they show you an example, but they're using SPSS and they're using a calculator. But we don't get the right answers in the homework or the group quiz when you use the calculator. So,
Yeah, because I saw that even like in the video, it'll show you that you get different answers when you use SPSS than the calculator. And I was a little confused. Like, so
yeah.
if someone does the calculations by hand, they're going to get it wrong, even
Yeah.
though they're doing it right.
On the homework, I got them wrong, and I texted the tutor and I said, I keep getting these wrong. I don't know why. And she said, I get those answers too when I use the calculator. So I asked the professor, and the professor said, well, that's because I always use Excel for my answer, for the answer sheet. So they need to use Excel. And I said, well, there's nothing in the lesson that shows us how to use Excel to get that answer, unless you copy and paste everything in. So I said, you need to talk to the professor and tell him that he either needs to change, you know, I just think it's not fair that we get the answers wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're on the quiz, the homework quiz too. And I didn't get them right. So anyway, just what's going on with that. So if you get them wrong and they don't match your answer sheet, that's why. That's all I was saying.
So
So
even
should
when
we
you
give
do
it
it
a
on your
try?
calculator, you get it wrong.
Yes, even when you do it on the calculator.
Yeah, like if you do it in your calculator, you're gonna get a wrong answer. It has to be done through the SPSS to get the answer that they want, or
Right.
Excel, like she said.
Right.
Because even in the video when they're teaching you how to do it, it tells you like you're gonna get a different answer if you use it by a calculator.
So why are we using a calculator?
Well,
Why are they teaching us how? If it's
the
no
one
good?
that I'm talking about specifically is number 16 on the homework, because the other ones are so number 16 on the homework is what I'm specifically talking about, because you're supposed to take the two numbers and then times it by the R factor, and you don't get the right answer.
Uh-huh.
Which one is that one? Is that the one that's like 2.5 in the reading for predictions?
It's number 16 in homework.
But like on the reading
Compute
though.
the sample covariance. It's compute the sample
Sample
covariance.
covariance?
Oh, my video's not showing, is it? Weird.
For 21, not 22. 21.
Yeah. I don't know why my camera's not showing. It's not working. But yeah, it's number 16 in lesson 22, and it's also number
22 or 21?
okay, in lesson 22, it's number 16.
Okay.
Okay. And in lesson 20, and in preparation 22, okay, hang on. Is it preparation or is it my other assignment? It's actually in lesson 21. Let me pull it out. In lesson 21, it is number let's see. Number 12. Number 12 and number 17 on lesson 21 for the homework. Number 12 and number 17 on the homework. On lesson 21. Did you do those?
I haven't done the homework yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Lesson 21 for the homework, it's number 12 and number 17. That the way they tell you how to do it doesn't work.
Okay.
You don't get the right answer from the answer sheet. And she checked them and double checked them with me, and then she said, well, if you do it in Excel, you can get the right answer, but there's nowhere in the lesson plan that tells us how to do Excel for that problem.
Right.
And then number 16 in the homework on 22.
Okay.
Just write those down, so if you get them wrong, you'll know why.
I'll know.
Okay?
Perfect.
Because I don't know how to do them in Excel. I looked everywhere to figure it out. So she kind of texted me and told me how to do it, but it's like I have to copy and paste and move stuff from SPSS to Excel. It's so complicated.
Mm-hmm.
So I just told her, I said, you know what? I don't think it's fair. I think that he needs to either change his answer so that we can use the calculator, or he needs to teach us how to do it in SPSS, because you can't really expect us to pay for a program and then not use it. I don't know. I was kind of mad about it personally.
Right. Well, that's the thing, is they said it was mandatory, and then they're having us do everything in Excel.
Yeah, I know.
Like, if this is going to be mandatory, make it mandatory.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we're really not going to use it in the real world, just teach us Excel.
Yeah, that's a thing. So I'm not sure, but it's S times X times Y. So it's, yeah, I told you the numbers anyway. I don't know why, but my camera, is it working?
It is now.
It's
Yeah.
fine if it isn't, but all right. Sorry, that's what we were talking about, Lupita.
Oh, it's totally fine.
But there's also some, like Lupita was saying, even in the other equations, if you don't use SPSS, but they're not as difficult, you get them wrong too. So, like when you want to compare like the size of a head, and you'll understand that as we do the group quiz, I think, what we're talking about.
Right.
But that one's not as hard. That one I figured out. But this other S times X times Y, she even got it wrong. So I'm like, your tutor's getting it wrong. So
Yeah, that's not right.
the way that they tell you how to do it in the book.
Right.
So it's only like a few numbers off, but it's enough. It's like enough to,
Yeah.
to not be right if you put it as your answer. That's
right.
Okay. So are you guys ready for the group quiz then?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So we're going to group quiz 22, right? Let's see, I already took it, so I'm trying to see where it is. Okay. I'm going to pull that up, and I'm going to pull my old one up too. Where am I? So group meeting quiz, lesson 22. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to start reading the first question?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So question 3. Given the linear regression equation y equals 2.0 plus 1.5x, what is the y-intercept? Is it the 2.0?
2, yeah.
Oh, true. 1 decimal.
Hang on, I'm not there yet, but hang on, my computer's going slow. Sorry.
Totally fine.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. It is 2. Yep, 2. Question 3 is 2.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Number 4. Given the linear regression equation y equals 2.0 plus 1.5x, what is the slope?
1.5.
1.5.
Yep.
Number 5. Given the linear regression equation y equals negative 3.0 plus 0.25x, what is the predicted value of y when x equals 16?
Okay, so
those we can calculate with a calculator and we'll be fine, or do we have to do those in XPSS?
yeah, on this one, you're fine, like this. It's the S times X times Y that we're having a problem with. This one you're fine with. Although when the numbers are bigger, they said to use SPSS because that's normally what you do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's 3 plus 2.5 times 16.
It should be 16 times 2.5, or no, times 0.25, sorry. 16 times 0.25 equals 4 plus negative 3 equals 7. That's not right. That's not right. It should be 1, right?
Well, it depends on how many different ways I do it in my calculator.
So you go
0.5 times 16 equals 4.
Mm-hmm.
plus 3 negative equals 1.
Yep, that's what I get, 1. I put 7 the first time and I got it wrong because I forgot the negative.
Peter, did you get 1?
Give me 1 second. I'm working on it. I forgot what x was. So I had to change and go back. So 2.5 times 16, right?
Yep.
I got 40. Why did I get 40?
Are you adding the 0.25?
No, I did 2.5 times 16 because I thought we were multiplying the.
Oh, it's 0.25.
Oh, 0.25. No wonder.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. So that's 1.
I got 1.
Yeah, okay, and then for the next 7 questions, use the data math, self-efficacy. Let's see. I can pull that up unless one of you guys has it up. Does anybody
I have it up. I have it up.
You do? Okay, do you want to just do yours?
Yeah, let me see how to share.
Okay.
All right. I don't know how to split my screen, and so I have to like bounce back everywhere. But you want to read me the question?
Yeah, make a scatter plot of the math self-efficacy data of the 3 data shapes introduced in the reading. Which shape best describes this data? And so what you want to do is it says be sure to use the confidence data for the explanatory variable. So when you get there.
So I just do graphs, legacy, scatter plot, scatter dots, right?
Yep.
And then I want to do what? I just want to define.
Yep.
I want to use the confidence rating for my Y or my X.
You use, be sure to use the confidence data for the explanatory variable. And the explanatory variable is the...
Isn't that the X?
I think so,
and
yeah.
And the responsive is a Y?
Yep, X. Okay.
Yep.
And then what do I want to plug into Y?
Actually, I have explanation variable written down as Y.
No. X is the independent.
You're right, it's X.
Okay, and so what are we doing for Y? I didn't read the problem. Am I doing gender or score?
You're doing confidence for the explanatory variable.
Okay.
And you're doing the score for the response variable.
Okay.
So the one we're looking for, okay? And then what does the plot look like is what it's asking. Does it look like a hot dog shape, a hamburger shape, or a banana shape?
I don't think it's banana whatsoever. Because the banana one, they showed a picture of it and it looked different. It really did look like a banana.
It's a hot dog shape.
I would say it's a hot dog.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And the reason how come you know is because you double click on it too. And you do the line. Do you know how to do that?
I just read about it.
So you double click on the thing. And then you go, after you do the graph, you double click on it and then you go up to, I have to remember because I can't see what you're doing. So let's see, you go up to, I'm looking at it. So when you double click on it, you're going to double click on it and you're going to go up to, it's not coming up here for me. Sorry. Can you show me your screen?
I'm not sharing it. When did I share it?
No, we're just
sorry.
seeing you.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was sharing. I missed a button.
Oh,
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Okay, so double click on your screen.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, it keeps going off. But double click on
Elements.
your screen. Maybe if I mute my mic. Double click on your screen. And
I did.
a box
It's blue.
should come up.
Uh-huh.
Is there a box that comes up that says, so go up at the top and it should say element?
Let me get my other thing. Hang on. Hang on a second. Okay.
I don't know why it's not staying on you. Here, maybe I need to click on it.
If you click my picture at the bottom, it should stay on me.
Yeah, that was my issue. Okay.
Elements, fit, line, photo.
Okay, so let's see. Why is it not coming up?
So is it the fit line at total one?
Oh,
'Cause
here's
I think
elements.
hers is a little bit
See?
different, but it.
Yeah, elements.
you
Go to
go.
fit line. Yeah. Yeah. And then
which one do I want?
you just say that, and then it did it already if you look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
true.
So see how it's going straight up like that?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of tells you that it's going to be interpretable is what it means. Right?
So we're gonna go with hot dog
Okay,
shape
so-
then.
Yeah, because banana wouldn't be in. Yeah, that's what I would do. Hot dog. That's what I mean, yeah, because I got it wrong before, and I picked a hamburger shape for whatever reason. I think I accidentally clicked it because I thought it was a hot dog always.
Okay, number 7.
Okay, number 7. Okay, based on the shape of the scattered plot you produced in the last question, what can you say about the appropriateness of using the linear regression to model this data? Simple linear regression is appropriate for these data. If simple linear regression is used for this data, the results will not be reliable, or simple linear regression is not appropriate for this data. What do you guys think?
I think it is.
I think it's appropriate too.
It drew the line. That looks linear to me.
Yep. Okay, that's what I put, and I got it right too. So, number 8. How many observations are in the data? And you find that by going back to SPSS and looking at it on the number, and you'll see how many observations were the number data output. Yeah, and you scroll down and you look and you see how many.
139.
Where is that, Monique?
It's right here on the data. It says 139. It's just how many observations there are in the data.
Oh, okay.
It's on the
got
first
it.
page that you come up on when you put in SPSS.
It's the data itself. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then it says on what is the y-intercept. So we're going to go back and we're going to look at that problem, or you can pull up and do the analyze.
Is it the 18.69?
Yes.
What, 18.69?
Mm-hmm.
Does it say that in the question?
Yeah, that's the y-intercept.
Yeah.
But it shows it on the graph. If you look at the graph.
Yeah, I saw the graph and it says it right there.
Okay, wait. Where does it say it on the graph?
Okay, so if you look at your graph and you see the equation, and go to your graph. Let's see. I'm
Okay.
not looking at the screen.
There you go.
Yeah, there,
it's right there.
there. So you
18.69.
Yeah, and you know the slope's 12.69.
Yeah.
Times x. So the slope is going to be 12.69. 5. 12.695.
Is my slope. Wait,
That's
I'm writing in the wrong answer. Okay, y-intercept is 18.69,
yep.
and my slope is 12.69,
Yep.
and number 11.
Okay, wait, just to make sure, the slope for 10 is 12.69, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, 12.695.
Why 5?
Yep. 12.695.
On my graph, it doesn't say that. Does it say that if I did the analyze?
So
Yeah.
it does say it on your graph because
Do I need to
oh
click
well,
on it?
no, it doesn't. You're right. Yeah. So yeah, you do want to do the analyze because you're right. It doesn't say it on your graph.
All right, let's practice the analyze. Analyze.
Yeah.
Regression. Analyze. Regression. Linear.
Mm-hmm.
My confidence rating goes in my independence, and my score goes in my dependent. Click OK. So down here, my constant is 18.690, and then the next one, my slope is 12.695.
Yeah.
So we should add the 0 for the one on top too, right? Because I think it says to round to 3 decimals.
I didn't add the 0 and I got it right.
Oh, no, it's fine. Okay.
But it's okay if you want to, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll get it. Okay.
So the predicted one, that's the one that you were talking about?
No, this one is okay right here in this one, except for I did get it wrong. So I think it's my calculator, but I do know how to do this one on SPSS. This one I do know how to do. The other one that's S times Y times X, which is called the covariant. Let's see. I want to look at it, what it says it is. It's the covariant. That's, I can't remember what they call it. The sample covariance. That's the one that I don't know how to do on SPSS. I only do it on my calculator. And it only shows it in the lesson how to do it on your calculator with SPSS. So, okay, so sorry, we got sidetracked. So what we're going to do on this one is we're going to take 4 and we're going to put it next to X, which X is 12.695, right?
So is this where I put it in the SPSS?
You can put it there if you want. But which one are we predicting? Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. Okay. And then you're going to go up and you're going to go to Analyze. And you're going to go to, yes, regression
and linear again.
Yep.
The same thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I keep that the same.
And then you're going to go over to Save.
No, you have to go to Save.
Oh.
Save.
All right, let me go back. Analyze, regression, linear, save.
Over the right side. Okay, you want to click Unstandardize and Predictive Values. Yep. And then you want to hit Continue. And then
I click OK?
Okay. And then what you want to do is go back to your data set. Your data set. The numbers page. Okay, and you want to right there. Right straight over 69.469 pre-1 under pre-1.
Oh, this one over here.
69.469.
That's our answer.
69.469. Yeah. 69. let's see, what did I put? 69 point. Yep, and it is wrong if you do the math on that one, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, it gives me the wrong answer because I did it on my calculator.
So it is wrong. So you have to be careful about that. And I did do it on my calculator because I thought, oh, this one will be easy because it's only 4 and I'll get it right. I got it totally wrong. Because I got 66.55, but it's 69 what? What is it? 69?
69.469.
0.469. Okay. Okay. So, number 12. The confidence data resulted from students evaluating their confidence for each question on a scale of 1 to 6. What is the maximum predicted value of y for these values of x? Round to the nearest 3 decimals. So look for the largest x value. You know how to do that?
No.
Look for go back to your data set. I think that's what I did.
So I'm looking at the confidence rating.
Oh, actually.
I think the largest is 6.
No, actually, that's wrong. Go back to your output. Sorry. That's where I found it. In my output. So if you go to the confidence.
Confidence.
See. Nope, that's not going to give you the right answer. I think what I did. Okay, yeah. Go down to the predicted value.
Okay.
I think that's right. The maximum is the right answer right there.
38.620.
Maximum over 1.
Oh, 94.859.
Yep. And that's right. And I don't know how I knew that, but I just did. I guessed. And I got it right. So.
Okay.
I might have looked it up again. I don't remember, but I got it right. And then these next few ones are kind of tricky to me, but maybe it's because I didn't read it good enough. Because I got them both wrong. How many explanatory independent variables are present in the simple linear regression?
Isn't it 1? No.
I think you're right.
No.
But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Because the reason why is because I think I went back and I read it, and we have 1 and 1. So how many explanatory independent variables are present in a simple linear regression? In a simple linear regression, we're only using 1 and 1. We're using 1 for the independent and 1 for the dependent. I think, if I read it right. Because what I said is more than 2, and I got it wrong. So I think it's 1 from what I read. But I don't know, and it could be 2. So if you guys want to put something different and try it first, you can. Or you can put 1 and see if you get it right. Because I don't know. I just know more than 2 is wrong.
Well, in the equation, there's a y and there's an x.
Right.
There's not 2 y's. There's not 2 x's. You know what I mean?
That's right.
There's only 1 explanatory independent variable.
That's
now,
what
it
I was
may
thinking,
vary.
it's
That's
the
why
X,
it varies.
right?
Yeah.
What?
Because isn't the explanatory the X?
Yeah. So I'm going to say 1.
So the explanatory is X, right? I need to write that down because for some reason I took that out.
Because the responding is the Y.
Okay, that's why I had those before.
For 14, did you also put more than 2, Monique? Because
I did.
I was asking for the Y.
I did, and I got it wrong too. So I think it's 1 again.
I think it's 1.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to put.
I'm going to read 15. A company in South Dakota Okay, I'm gonna read 15 now, okay?
Okay.
A company in South Dakota manufactures hard hats used in the mining industry. They record measurements on all the hats they produce for quality control and planning purposes. The measurements they collect include hat size, circumference of the hat, and lengths of the major and minor axis, meaning the company wants to predict hat given the circumference. What is the response variable? Sorry guys, I'm not wearing my glasses. It's like really blurry.
That's okay.
Company wants to predict size of hat given circumference. Okay. What is the response variable? The size of hat. Because it's the one being predicted.
Is that what you're picking?
That's the one I'm picking. What do you think, Lupita?
Well, isn't the prediction the size of the hat the Y?
Well, it says the measurements they collect include, the company wants to predict the hat size, so that's the Y, given the circumference. So what is the response variable?
And
so they're given the circumference, so that's the X.
X, so then
So
A
the
would
Y
be
would be the hat size. Yeah, I think it's the
A.
hat size.
Okay, that's what I thought too.
Okay, and
so I thought it was A. I'm not sure if that's right.
And why did you not pick C?
Because it's used to predict the circumference, but it's asking for the, hold on, let me see.
Because it's being used to, it's using the variable being predicted, not using
the circumference.
The size to predict the circumference.
Okay, yep, and you guys are right. That is the right answer.
Okay, so I'm going to submit the quiz to see if the one was the
1 and 1.
One. So give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, we got it right for those two. We got 100. So yeah, it's 1.
Yay! Good, good, good. Okay, so I can submit mine. My second test, if I can find it again. Save all responses. Go to submit. Submit quiz. Okay. Okay. And then, if you guys want to
Man, I like it when we get 100. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels good.
Yeah, it does.
So.
All right. So Lupita and I just need to work on our homework.
Yeah. And just be mindful.
Yeah, I need to work on my homework.
Just be mindful of number 16. Homework. Because you probably won't get the right answer doing your calculator.
Right.
And if you know how to do it in Excel, let me know.
Yeah.
If I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't. And I even asked the professor and tutor, and she tried to tell me, and it was so complicated. I said, I'm gonna have to meet with you. And she said, and then I started telling her I didn't think it was right that we had to do it in Excel because we were using SPSS. And there's nowhere it tells you how to do it in Excel. So I think he should tell us how to do it. I think our answers, because we're using our answers from SPSS to do it on a calculator, is how they show it in the homework. Is how they show it on all the videos. But they don't show you how to do Excel.
That's not what we're using. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't show it. So I don't think we should have to use it.
Right.
Anyway, that's just my 10 cents about it. So you might understand what I'm saying when you get there. What?
We're also meeting on Friday, right? Was it 9
11.
or 10? 11. Okay, 11.
11.
Ooh, I was way off. Okay.
Let me make sure I got that on my phone. Friday at 11. The 8th? Oh, I don't have you in my phone. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't have you in my phone. So we're meeting on the 7th.
The 7th at 11.
Okay.
Has anybody heard from Abby? How's she doing?
I did hear from her, and she's not going to be back till Monday, she said.
Oh my
Yeah, I
goodness.
think she also replied to our last video that Monique uploaded. She was like, see you guys on Monday. I think that's what she wrote.
Yeah. In the email, that's what she wrote, it seems like. I can go ahead and look at it again really quick, too. But we have to do something, don't we, this weekend?
Yeah, we have to do
We
the
have our data.
charts. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So let me go in here and look at the email really quick. Okay, so 11 on Friday for sure, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, Abby. Let me look her up here. I'm not going to be at today's group meeting. Sorry, I won't be there. I'm still not sure about Wednesday, but I'll keep you all up to date, and that's not the one. Let me go back here and look. Nope, that's not the one.
I'm so excited for this class to be over. I love you
Oh,
guys,
yes.
but I just am so excited.
I feel you. I'm like fine with all my other classes, but this one I'm like, I just cannot wait for the semester to be over.
I'm having all my classes. I'm ready to be done with all of them, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want to just be done. And I wish I could just get them. Like, I wish I could just take the exam and be done. I just don't even want to do it next week. I don't. Or
are you guys planning on doing that extra credit that he has?
I'm not.
What is it? I know he said to write an article or something like that about.
No, you have to find an article
about your study.
About statistics.
Oh, about statistics.
And then like write if you think they did the thing well or not.
Because I thought I said something like field, and I was like, an article about your field? Like, I don't get that, but
yeah, what week was that in?
That was the one he just recently put. This week that we're in, if you go to like when it barely opens, it's like if you guys want extra credit, something about an article